pit stops, sort of when you're allowed to take them and when you're not?
I don't think there's any restriction other than you have to complete, which I don't think is actually written anywhere, but you do really need to be able to complete a full lap after your pit stop, so you can't just pit on the last lap.
In the rules, it said it was like you have to pit before the last 5 laps, so the last stop you can do is lap 29.
Correct.
I believe you can actually just go into the pits and then come back out again without changing tyres or anything.
Yeah,
you can set up a strategy to your liking, yeah. The thing is, you actually stop at the pit stall.
I can't find it.
AOR evaluation race. It's a peer-to-peer lobby.
In the filter options, put GT3, then it appeared for me.
Same for me.
I usually turn everything off and it finds it. I don't know.
If anyone is not finding it, you can join off Steam. Make sure someone in the lobby is on your friends list, and I will accept any incoming friend requests. Name is Stefan.
Stefan, I'm just checking, but I'm guessing this race is full for tonight.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Probably, but maybe not, because sometimes people just don't show.
Okay,
So if
well,
you-
I'll hang around and then just kick me out if you get full.
I know Morphe isn't here today because he has something pop up.
Hi there. I'm new, I'm in Spanish, and I have no idea about lobby name.
The lobby name is AOR Evaluation Race, and the password is Apex with a capital A. Welcome.
Can you write the password, please?
I'm actually... like
Sorry?
the web page. Apex, like the web page. Apex...
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'll try. I'm not sure.
That's Italian, not Spanish.
Hello guys, I have a problem.
Shoot.
When I push the accelerator, there is some screen, choose friends to invite, return to game, blah.
The solution to that is to press accelerator in the menu.
Yep. Basically.
Didn't catch that?
Don't
press
press
the accelerator
menu.
Hey guys, can you please invite me to the server? I can't find it. I have the same problem as on TC races.
Do you have anyone on the friends list?
Andrex, are you in a lobby?
I am, but I'm not in the evaluation lobby right now.
Oh,
okay. Steam is also kind of dead.
I don't think I can join off me anymore.
And I think Andrek still has the same problem with that you can't see him in the game right now in Steam. At least I can't.
Yeah, it's showing it correctly for me that I am playing P-Cars too, but for most other people I think it doesn't.
Yeah, it just says you're online for me.
Do you see me, Stefan? You can send me a friend invite, I will just accept any.
Okay, give me a minute, please.
And I've got the same avatar as on the forums.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, can somebody explain me what to do in what menu with accelerator and friend list?
Oh, just don't push the gas when you are not in the car.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Well, are you having trouble finding the server or joining it? Is it all good?
Myself is having some problems.
I just confirmed him on Steam.
Yep, great.
Sort of spying below my VR glasses to the Steam app on my phone. That's my multitasking.
Yeah, that's the problem with VR. You can't really see anything.
Yeah, I tell you, my dog scared me to shits one night. Happily driving along and suddenly being slobbered.
Yummy.
Real time.
Real time.
Yeah, so at the moment in Discord we are 36. So I guess like if you aren't already in the lobby and you have driven in season 9, don't join just yet.
So who of the new drivers is not yet in?
Me, myself, please. Can you invite me to lobby, please?
Can you see the lobby in the game browser? It's called
Nope.
AOR.
No, I can't see.
Okay, can you quickly add me on Steam? I confirm you. You can join off Steam.
I
Name
can
is
try.
Stefan.
I already sent an invite, friend request. He confirmed me, but
Okay, then you should see me in the friends list as playing Project Cars, and you can click on the down arrow and then join session.
Okay, I can try it.
Go ahead.
I can't see lobby either.
Okay, I'm in. Thanks.
Great. And if you can't see the lobby, same trick, add me on Steam. I quickly confirm you as a friend. Click on me in the friend list, arrow down, join session.
Okay.
I'm on Steam also, Stefan, with the same avatar as in the forums.
In the lobby, you're only shown as a question mark. Is this correct?
Probably not correct, but
No. I can see him with his correct avatar.
it might actually be depending on friends list. So if you're on a friends list, you might see the avatar.
Okay.
No, I think it's pretty random. I just see like a third of the people's avatars.
Yeah, I think it's kind of random. I don't know if the game is kind of bugging out. I think.
Maybe it has something to do with the privacy settings in Steam.
Well, there's only room for 2 at the moment because the 34th spot is reserved for a broadcaster, and there's no broadcaster for this race.
How's it going, missing drivers?
So I'm for the moment I'm stepping out as I'm second the server. Call me back. I'm Voodoo. Call me back if there is a free spot. Okay.
Right.
Thanks. So who is missing? Yeah, he just said.
Yeah, I'll let you in here.
Happy? Come again?
I just can't see a Happy Alan name, and that's the only person here who I can remember who isn't in here.
Yeah,
Happy.
I'm a reserve, so I've not joined yet.
There's a slot open.
Hi, anybody can add me as friend in Steam? I'm not sure how to do it.
What's your name on Steam again, please?
SRDV. SRDV.
Sorry?
Sorry?
I'm streaming my point of view. SRDV or W or come again? So
S, small r,
capital D, capital B. So capital S, small r, capital
Yes,
D,
yes.
capital B.
Ah, B at the end. B
Yes,
for Bravo.
yeah.
I missed
Delta
that.
Bravo.
Sorry, my English.
It's okay, man.
I hope I send a friend request to the right one.
Okay.
Stefan, do you think there's a spot for a random?
Yes.
Is it okay if I silence my headphones when we're playing? I find distraction really bad.
Well, people will not really be talking in the race, so I don't think it will be distracting at all.
No worries.
Just like have it on low volume or something. Just so you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important that you can hear us. You don't have to be able to speak.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Okay,
Stefan,
so
any room to come in, or do you want me to leave it for tonight?
take fish home.
With the space, I'd like to come in as well.
I think we have 3
Okay.
driver spaces, but 1 or 2 people are struggling to come in. So, as we're running a bit over time, raise your hand again. New driver who cannot come in.
I'm waiting for a spot, if it's possible. I'm a new driver.
Yeah. We quickly have to figure out getting the new drivers in first, and then we'll announce if.
There are 3 free spots. Whether there'll be more after old people leave is a different question.
We might have to do that if some of the new drivers can't get in because there's some old drivers in here.
Actually,
we'll
we have
see.
enough spots and we are over time, so I would say like we give it another minute or 2 and then it's free for all. And we just
Yeah, I
start the
guess.
lobby.
I mean,
There are
it's
2 more
really not
races
a problem
coming.
that people are late.
There's a race on Wednesday and there's a race on Friday. Or Thursday.
Thursday.
Apologies, my bad.
I was in before, I dropped out. Can I rejoin? I'm on the driver's list, but I'm returning driver.
Hop on in.
Okay.
There's room for 1 more driver now.
Okay.
Right, no more room. So, has anyone, like, any new drivers not been able to get in?
I'm a new driver. I'm out.
Oh wow, we are actually 33 drivers. I didn't think we could actually be able to do that. Yeah.
Oh,
So everybody, okay, we just lost a guy, I think.
I hope everybody's doing me.
Sorry, who are we waiting for?
For Voodoo, I think.
Okay.
I can join. Okay, I join.
Yeah, sure. There's room for 1 more.
If you need me to hop out, just let me know.
I think we're good. Okay, full lobby now. So, is everybody ready to go?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. You can try it. I don't think it's going to let you do it without assigning a broadcaster for one of those slots. I think 32 is the max drivers. We can try.
Okay, I'll try. Right. Yeah, you're right, Hendrix. So one guy has to get out because the 34th slot is reserved for broadcasting.
Well, I'll just put me as broadcast.
Okay.
Then I can't watch anything different to what you're watching. And I can sit out.
I mean,
But then I don't get the replay.
if we start the race, and you just, get into the lobby when
Yeah,
the race is on, can you like spectate?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But we're.
Why don't you just start qualifying and just retire and spectate?
Well, it won't let us go at this stage. Let's just start it and I'll see you again.
Okay, starting now.
Okay, guys. Good luck. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Cheers.
Good luck.
Watch the Aston just destroy everything.
Yeah, when it fails to steer.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
It's not the steering,
Yes.
it's the brakes. It's the absolute awful.
I'm gonna fight everyone for last
I was
place.
talking about destroying the competition, not like destroying the cars, but
Throwing the car in front of it at the end of the street. I was just driving it there just now. The lap times are not a million miles away from a lot of others there because of that long straight. It's just the brakes are so bad. And I just drove the caddy there, and it just feels. I mean, you can brake like 20 yards later. On the brake bias for the Aston, cannot change. You cannot go any more neutral than like 67, 68% at the front. Otherwise, you just back end just gets loose and slides round and overtakes you. Well, obviously did at the start, but I think other cars have tweaked and changed a bit. Aston clearly hasn't. Such a shame. Such a gorgeous car. I regret
Someone
not driving the car.
Yeah, that's made a real bit of weird thing. I'll restart the game and come back again.
On your left, clear to the left.
But it could technically probably split it too. Rather have a full run.
Left side.
Oh, did you not put
Still there. Clear to the left.
you didn't. Damage was supposed to be off, right?
Yeah, damage is on. Kind of failures.
I mean, kind of
Yeah,
failures.
Left side.
Yeah.
Clear left.
Just tried that last time, I guess.
1, 2.
That's quite.
Can you hear me?
If you take
Yep.
the one outside of your mouth, that'd be great.
And then during the race, let's keep chatter to a minimum.
I mean, also do the qualifying because people are probably concentrating as well.
Just give me a shout when you're full. What I will say though, just whilst you are doing qualifying before race, is that the whole evaluation concept is not about how quick, how fast, and where you finish. It's about your racecraft, about how you behave in traffic and with other cars around you. If you're causing problems in terms of too much contact, silly mistakes around other people, abusing track limits, or not abiding by the rules. So you can play very safe. You might not get a fantastic finish position, but we don't really care for where you finish, unless we know you to be one of the faster guys that should be up near the front. It really doesn't matter where your finishing position counts for next to nothing. So don't be going out all out trying to win the race. You would do better for yourself if you play the long game and just hand somebody the position and just play safe and not make any trouble.
Still there.
If it costs you a position, it costs you a position. It really
The guy behind has just done a 146.96. The leader has just done a 144.56. The guy behind has just done a 146.78.
Some of the evaluators are on track with you, and we've got others that are just watching as well.
The leader's just done a 144.18.
And as I said, damage is off, but that is absolutely no excuse to be making contact. You have to treat it as if it's your second off in sector 1 with full damage.
The guy ahead has just done a 145.82. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Track limits, the lap won't count.
Master, please watch your track limits coming out of that left-hand king window.
The guy behind has just done a 146.72.
This is too many players, it's not letting me join. See if it lets me spectate during the session.
P5.
Andrex, I could drop out if you want, because I'm just using this really for
Robert,
testing.
come on, keep between the lines, they'll delete this lap. The guy behind has just done a 146.44. The leader has just done a 142.73.
In terms of your qualifying lap, you do not have to yield for somebody if you are on your faster lap and somebody is faster behind you. That's their problem for being held up by you, that's not your problem. If you're not on a fast lap, or if you make a mess about it, then common decency will allow the person past. But if you are still on your fast lap, whether it's slower than that person or not, doesn't matter. You do not have to move out their way. No blue flags. Follow.
The guy ahead has just done a 145.92. P8. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. onto track limits there.
Right side. Clear right.
The guy ahead has just done a 145.90.
Far right.
The guy behind has just done a 146.70. P10, that was a 148.02. That's your fastest lap. Checkered flag, 10th position.
That is correct.
Pretty much.
Yep. Yeah, please don't. It gives you no real good idea for the real racing.
Yeah, and it's a good test for setups and racing. To be honest, it's a decent track that's quite representative of the season. So you're only going to end up having to test the radiator settings later on rather than now. So because there's nothing at stake here in terms of finishing positions, may as well use it now and play safe even.
Mentioning playing safe, is anyone actually considering taking a risk and take soft tires?
No way.
Maybe. Depends.
It's 50 degrees.
Depends how spicy it is.
You can change the car for the season.
But I mean, it would generally be a smart choice to choose your.
That's the end of the session.
Your,
P11.
You know, the car you're planning to drive in the league, because then you can, kind of test it.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a pole time.
Are we turning radiators down because there's no mechanical failures?
Were you listening?
I recommend not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, just treat this
recommend
as a normal league race. I mean, in a normal league race, you wouldn't close the radiator because your engine would blow. So.
Is it considered bad etiquette to flash people with your lights?
Yes, it's.
Yeah. Well, can you remind Bam of that, please?
Yeah, no flashing of lights, guys. There's no need for that. If there's an issue, you take it up after the race.
No issue. It doesn't matter to me.
No,
it's
but if
bad,
he has the issue,
it's just bad.
You know, what with blue flags and if people don't move?
P11, 34 laps.
then you
Pit
take it
window
up to the
opens on
stewards
lap
afterwards. You can tell them on Discord that they're coming through, but
Oh, okay.
I'm the kind of guy that will move out your way if I know you're quicker, mate. Saves both of us time.
Yes, exactly. It's really no use trying to fight a car.
That's
you're
it.
left behind.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just be predictable with your movements.
The rolling start is all on the left of this track.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, it's mandatory stop. You don't have to change tires, you don't have to fuel, you don't have to do anything at all.
No, after a drive-through, you would have to come back in again.
Yeah.
By the way, I am on P20 in the grid, so everyone P21 and back move one position up, which also means switch sides. I will start from the very back.
Yeah,
you
sort
are
of.
21?
So I am in P20 position. I will move to the very back of the grid to have a better observant view. So anyone in 21st or behind moves one position up, which also means you switch sides on the grid. So when we start now, I will pull over to the right so you can all pass me.
Is
Okay.
Stevens on the right?
And don't go on green.
Then that's
Well,
something
yeah.
can answer that question.
Do we
Even
need to
numbers
change
on the right-hand
side
side.
or sounds inside?
Sorry?
Just a short question on this track. When I have starting position 10, do I have to go to the right or to the left?
To the right.
Right-hand side. So odds will be on the left, evens will be on the right.
Okay, thanks.
Good luck, everyone.
Ready, mate.
Good luck.
Don't go on green.
Floor it, green. Near the back.
All right, train can start rolling.
Car right.
Change.
Hold your line. Clear right.
Right, so
Car right. Clear right.
just for your information,
Okay, Robert, decent start. We
generally
can build
I'm
something from here.
seeing quite a lot of extending in whether it's turn 7 or turn 8. It's the left hand corner at the start of sector 2. I mean, the game will generally most of the time will penalize you, but just be careful not to run too wide because I am seeing it if you
Yeah, there's a yellow and black Porsche in a roundabout position or something. You need to pull out. You're wrecking cars because of your lagging and
It's not just
jumping
me
back
that's
and forth.
seeing that.
You need to pull off the track now. Black and yellow Porsche in 15 or 6.
SRDB.
I'm That coming is through, SRDB.
You are everywhere.
Lamborghini's going down the grass.
Yeah, I'm coming through. Got pointed off the track. So.
mate, you have to stay in the back of the grid. That's the rules. If
Yeah.
you know how the pulling start works. Just to not, miss
Stay go ahead of me. Go ahead of the Honda. Thank you.
Are you watching the SDB at the moment there, with your ticklish?
Yeah, I am spectating.
Are you on chase cam? Are you?
Yep.
Okay, so I can only see what you see. Very little point.
Oh, okay.
I was like, why can't I change? But yeah, SRDB, you need to get off the track now, mate. You're lagging way too much, and you're hitting people. Please, leave.
Sorry?
SRDB, you need to leave the track. You're lagging way too bad, and you're hitting people off the track.
Have I lag?
Yeah, you're lagging.
You just took a Lamborghini out.
Please just pull over.
The gap in front is now 0.7.
Porsche is jumping all over the place.
Yeah. He's on the left-hand side, and just give him plenty of space.
He pulled over, I see.
Sorry guys, I'm not sure what to do. I think it's better I go from the lobby.
Try and just sign up for another one, another name.
All right. Clear right.
Side by side, please.
Yeah, I'm even now. Okay.
Right side. Clear to the right.
Evens on the right.
right side, clear right.
Okay, Robert, don't let this guy distract you. The pit window is now open.
Remember, cold brakes, cold tyres.
Dude, please. You want to be careful.
Keep pushing him, there'll be a chance here. The gap behind is now 0.47.
Timo's dog, please watch out.
The gap ahead is now 0.5. You're out of track limits there. The leader's just done a 146.78. That last lap was a 153.11. Sector 1 is 3.3 off the pace.
Safe rejoin, Christian, thank you, well done.
Dindes is now leading. I think P3 has pinned it in Aqua Minerale.
Left side, clear to the left.
Anyone else suffering luck?
Fastest lap for
Yeah, mate.
Dindes, 144.10. Okay, Robert, relax, focus, keep it smooth. P9, that's your quickest lap.
Timo's dog, what are you doing? Can somebody talk with Primo's dog? He has no track awareness. He hit me like 4 times so far.
Primo, are you on Discord right now? You look like it. hitting you from behind, or?
No, he has no awareness of me. I accidentally hit it
Somebody
now.
just hit him off track.
Alright, Robert, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. That's a new fastest lap for behind us. 1:43.122. Sector 1 is 1.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Clear left. The gap in front is now 0.9.
Keep on keeping with. See if he's lifting without.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear, clear to the right.
P8.
Car right, clear to the right. On your right.
That might be outside track limits.
Clear to the right.
Should have stayed on soft tires.
Surely. 50 degrees or something. Way too hot for softs.
Okay, Robert, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 0.8.
Andrex, I think I'm going to pull out because I'm stuttering all over the place.
Yeah, I did. No worries.
E9, that lap was a 1:49.83. Sector 1 is 2.9 off the pace.
I'm sorry.
There's an incident in Villeneuve.
Right side. Keep it steady. Clear right.
Cal, you should really give that position back to Primo on that one. Yes.
All right.
I didn't think it was my
Clear
fault,
right.
sorry.
Right side. Clear
Went
right.
inside and gave him nowhere to go.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Alright.
Accident pits, watch out.
The gap in front is now 0.7, 8th place. That lap was a 149.26. Sector 2 is 3.0 seconds off the pace.
You switched to softs, Stefan.
Yeah, I did.
Incident in Tamarello.
Interested to see how you get on.
Can only be better than the hard.
The gap behind has now decreased to 1.0 seconds.
Bit more understeer.
Yeah. Get it quick. Get it.
See Aston going straight.
Okay, Robert, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. That last lap was a 149.12. Sector 1 is 1.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.7 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. behind's increased to 0.7.
Take left, jump to E7.
Sorry?
You jump to E7.
Right there.
That's your fastest lap today. Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
How are those soft working for you, Steph?
P8, that was 147.28.
Thanks,
so
Madman.
I try not to talk mid-corner. The softs are feeling a ton better than the hards even after a couple of laps. Should have never gone out on hards.
What you drive? You're on the NSA. Maybe it's just one that really works for this, so. I've not driven it for a long stint.
The gap behind is now 2.8.
Sorry.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 52 Celsius.
Thanks.
Zal, I'm not being funny, but when you're complaining about Primo, we've seen you hit him 4 times now. It's your
Yeah, I'm sorry,
responsibility.
he's
Far
really hard
behind.
to follow because he drives a little bit chaotic.
He seems alright, he just seems to brake early, but as you're the following driver, it's your responsibility not to drive into him.
Yeah, okay.
Stay on it. This isn't over yet. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 2 is 1.6 off the pace. There's an incident in Tamburello.
Oh, fuck no.
The leader behind us is pitting. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 1.6 seconds. Marley is leading the race. Seventh position. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Some of you are going to need a little link to Season 9's older race results for the Elite League. Be aware for the back end of the grid that the leaders are starting to lap the back markers, so be aware of giving us plenty of space. It is blue flag conditions, so just let free when it's safe to do so. Be predictable on a track.
Okay,
try not
stop
to
requested.
be a little bit
Look out for the
nuts
pit speed limit. Alright,
take
Robert,
them out.
expect traffic when you come out. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P13. Right with Mick and P13. Go, go, go. car approaching. Watch your mirrors. The next car is Mick. The gap behind is now 0.6. You're reeling Mick in. The gap is 1.2. V13. Okay, Robert, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. V12. You're reeling Mick in. The gap's now 1.5 seconds. You've just gone out of track limits. Sector 1 is 1.2, off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.5, off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7, off the pace. Okay, Robert, you're reeling Mick in. The gap is now 0.50. I think you might have gone outside of track limits there. The car behind's pitting now. That's good consistency, keep it up. Come on, we need to be in front of this guy.
Right side, clear right.
The gap in front has increased, it's now about 5.7. Okay, Robert, don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. E11, sector 2 is 1.8 seconds, off the pace. The gap to Mick behind is now 4.9 seconds.
Sorry,
Come on.
That might be outside track limits. Stay on it, keep digging. P9. You've just done a 146.80. The gap in front is now 5.4. The gap ahead is now 5.7 seconds. Alright Robert, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. That's your fastest lap. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Dindas is now in the lead. The gap to Mick behind is now 8.1. The gap in front is now 2.9 seconds. We think you might have gone outside of track limits there. That was 146.42. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 54 Celsius.
Marshall, are you here?
Air temperature is increasing. It's now 36 Celsius. Marley is now in the lead. The gap ahead is now 3.3 seconds. That's your quickest lap. Dindes is leading the race.
So we're lap 27, guys. Just a reminder that the pit window closes on lap 29. You need to have done your pit stop by lap 29.
Looks like that was outside track limits. The gap in front is now 4.0. The gap behind is now 7.9.
That thing's a beast on the straight.
Any Mercedes is the best from McLaren.
Yes. .45s.
Track limits, come on. the sky in. The gap's now 4.4 seconds. Keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. B7. Just gone out of track limits.
Nice.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 8.9 seconds. The gap in front is now 5.8.
You up there, Dinda?
That lap was a 147.58. Sector 2 is 2.1 off the pace. Okay, Robert, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 5.0 seconds. flag. Keep it between the lines, track limits. Blue flag. The gap behind is now 7.4. Blue flag.
On your right, clear to the right.
Previous lap, that Aston was the 3rd fastest car on the track.
That time penalty was bullshit. I slowed right down. 2 seconds to slow down.
Nice driving.
You'd be amazed at how long you have to hold off the gas for penalty to go.
It is the same for everyone, so basically, generally, if you have this pop up and you don't slow down enough for it to go away, probably not be removed unless there's some kind of circumstance that makes it unfair in some kind of way. But you know, it is kind of the punishment for putting. You know, if you were putting in the first place, you wouldn't get the penalty. So.
There's a lot of you that seem to be taking liberties with the white lines at the moment. And a proper league race, I can assure you. Well, certainly in my room, you wouldn't get away with it.
Shoulder.
Indeed, shoulder.
Yeah.
Hendrix, are you gonna give some feedback to those people?
Some of them have been noted, yes.
Alright.
Okay, Robert, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits.
No, I think
E7,
we were one of the
that
better
last lap
ones
was
so
at
far.
48.11. The gap in front is increasing, it's now 9.9.
Aston, 4th fastest car on the track right now.
Thank you, Sonic.
You're out to track limits there.
I'm still keeping my softs below 100 degrees.
Your fastest lap on soft or hard?
Softs.
Say
But
maybe
nothing
NSX
fast about that lap.
Well, still, maybe the NSX just seems to like soft. I know the BMW, I know the M6 seems to work with softs a lot higher than many other cars, but
The gap behind is now 2.7 seconds. 2 to go. Pit window closes at the end of this lap.
I'm not taking it. I'm still not taking the Honda.
No. Maybe a bit too close on that one.
Yeah, I'll pass the call now.
Sorry man, I was taking a penalty.
Oh, no problem, mate.
If you're taking a penalty, you really need to do it off the racing line. I know it's quite difficult on that start-finish straight, where people are going to draft you no matter where you are. But,
yeah, exactly.
You kind of need to let people know.
Yeah, maybe just give a heads up at the start next time.
Okay, sorry about that.
The 18's good. Well,
You're out of track limits there.
I just smashed that before.
E7. There we go. It's over. Bring it back round.
Bloody hell, 2 laps down.
Still people racing, so just
left.
Hold on. I know we've been kind of chatting, but it's
Clear left.
not good form to be fair.
First look go.
Just a heads up, I've noticed that people have gotten penalties for going on the kind of green area on the straight. People might think that you won't get penalties, but well, and it really doesn't look smart at all to like get a penalty on the straight. So people are actually aware. Don't go on the green stuff.
Not with all 4, no.
Well done to the top 3. Well deserved.
Not like you
I fluffed that one.
time by doing it. So.
Right side. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Clear right.
Good race, lads. Well done.
Congratulations.
Got you, bro. Got you.
Left side. Clear left.
Deary me.
6th place. That's damn impressive.
Now I can buy myself a cookie.
Yeah, just leave it on that screen if you can. Please take for a second.
Yeah, thanks for the race, guys.
Yeah, well done everyone.
So just in short, there will definitely be some talk about track limits because some people weren't kind of, actually, abusing a lot. So
you need to lift an awful lot. You'd be amazed at how much you have to lift, and how much you don't slow down just by lifting. Compared to
it caught me off. Like bad.
Any penalty is going to be a minimum of 1 second, probably between 1 or 2 seconds for a penalty that you need to drop back.
Yeah, I backed off like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, but like coasting for 2 seconds doesn't lose you 2 seconds, if you know what I mean.
To drop 2 seconds, you've probably got to be coasting for about 6 seconds or so. You need to kind of try it and check out how much you have to lift, because it will surprise you how much you think. Oh, I've got to drop back. I've got to lift for a second. But not. It's more than that. Now, some of them you'll get a warning, and that warning will naturally disappear even without you having to lift to get it back. Now, you run the risk. Yes, you might not get the penalty in the game, but if somebody catches you doing it and you're not actively lifting, then you'll get a steward inquiry penalty against you.
No, that's fair enough. It's fair enough. Like I say, like it's just one of them. I thought I'd lifted off enough and backed right off, but
yeah. But there was probably half the field were kind of going over. Now some of you were lifting, to be fair, and kudos to you guys. But the majority, I would say, were not. Now, as I say, in this race, it's not for kind of any sort of reputation or anything. It's only going to be something that goes against you.
no, I understand, and that's why I was a bit miffed. I thought I'd done enough, but
No, I mean that's just one case for yourself there, but there was many others that were doing it on a fairly regular basis. As I said, it doesn't give a good impression of the league if you're constantly going outside the track limits. But there's essentially only one reason why you go outside the track limits, and that's because you're carrying too much speed. If you're carrying too much speed, you're gaining an advantage, and essentially that's the end of the story. So you need to not do it. So the best way of avoiding the penalties is by not going over white lines in the first place. But if you do, you really have to actively lift. Now, sometimes you get a random penalty that is insane and not warranted.
Explain it.
It's rare. But sometimes you can get a very large penalty.
One example is, if there's a collision and the car spins off, and you just have to pass it on the grass in order not to crash yourself, or situations like that where basically there's contact, someone spinning out, and the game penalizes you for passing in that situation. That's the only consistent one.
Yeah, you'll get a warning about needing to give the position back because of an illegal overtake outside the track limits, which obviously in that situation you ignore and you carry on, and you raise it with the steward's inquiry afterwards and say, look, I was avoiding that car that spun out in front of me, and that will get removed, it's fine.
And that's the only consistent one that I've seen.
Everything else, it will not really give you a penalty for not cutting or extending.
No, understandably, like I say, it was just mad.
Yeah.
I thought I'd done enough, obviously, and I hadn't. But besides that, like, I went off track. That was a bad race on my behalf. Like, a bad race. Sweating.
Bad race? Hey, what about me?
No, I went a bit off track, and I could see the other guy coming fast, so I just let him go. You know, like, I didn't interfere with him at all. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch him again. And when I did, that's when it happens. So, c'est la vie.
Are those who have exceeded the track limits too much, are they aware of it? Are they going to get feedback on it? Because I highly doubt everybody is going to watch the replay.
I'm aware of it. I got the 50 seconds.
I mean, we've covered it just now. I mean, to be fair, people that come back with the excuse of saying I wasn't aware I was doing it is just utter bullshit, right? And I mean, it's the same crap every season. People do it until they get penalised for it, until they get away with it, essentially, until they stop getting away with it, and then they kind of get themselves back in line again. And that's not what we're about. We want fair racing here. As I say, the only reason you kind of get those penalties and extensions are because you're carrying too much speed to take the corner within the limits at the proper speed. So
you know when you've done it, like
you do.
When you run wide at the edge of a corner, whether it's because you brake too late or whether it's because you're doing it on semi on purpose, you know when you've gone too far wide and you think, please don't get a penalty.
You can tell when the inside tyre touches the curbing, and if the inside touches the curbing, you know that you're insanely close and dancing on a very fine wire at that point. So you should not be kind of getting to the point where you're aiming to get that inside tyre on the limits, because you're just risking going over too much with any slight kind of discrepancy and inconsistency in taking the corner. So it's only going to bite you in the ass, frankly. So, I say it every time. I say it every race, pre-race briefings, that it just makes the league look bad, and frankly, we're not we're not prepared for people to make the league look bad. We put an awful lot of effort into making the league kind of fair, good racing, and fun for everybody. And when people are abusing track limit and abusing the rules that they agree to, then why should we keep them in? And it's not rocket science. You do practice before the race. You watch your replay, figure out whether you're kind of getting close and whether you need to rein it in a little bit more, or whether you go a little bit quicker perhaps. But you know when you're doing it. So if it's a case where you get caught and penalised for it, then it is entirely on the individual driver every time. There is genuinely no excuse other than I'm avoiding another car, and that's when you get a 30-second penalty. That's blatantly clear what's happening. So when you get 1 second penalties, 2, 5, 10-second penalties at the end of a race, there's only one reason for it happening. And I say, sometimes you get away with an awful lot more than you should in some corners. But just because the game will let you away with it, I can assure you it doesn't mean that you will get away with it. It's my biggest bugbear, and say an awful lot of you guys are kind of new here. If you ask anybody who will track you down for track abuse and limit abuse,
Andrex will find you and he will kill you.
Indeed.
No, it's fair enough.
I've got better things to do in my life than watch endless hours of replays, but I can assure you I will.
It's any signature, be wary of it.
It's just, I mean, it's blatant cheating, frankly. I mean, there's nothing else around it. You can't kind of defend it. If you feel that you're not doing it when you are, then you're A, you're lying, but B, you're not taking the time to kind of check. I mean, everybody's trying to drive close to the limits, but you've got to check and say, oh, okay, well, it didn't feel like I'm going over the limit, and it doesn't look like I'm going over there, but I'll watch the replay just to double check. And it takes, what, 5 minutes to do a lap and watch a replay. So as soon as you think, ooh, that could probably be close, then you want to watch that replay and check on that point and say, okay, well, that was just a tiny bit over, so I know that if I get that part of the window on the white line, I know I've gone too far. I can set myself a marker, a kind of visual reference point to say, okay, that's the width of my car. My window, or if that mirror, or if that whatever reference point on the dashboard, or whatever you're using, that goes beyond the white line, then my tyre is beyond the white line as well. It's very simple to fix.
No, like you said, that's absolutely fair, like, and I knew I'd made a mistake personally. Like, I just thought I'd done enough to back out.
Yeah, don't. This isn't directed at you.
No, I'm just saying from my own point of view.
This is entirely widespread. Let's say it happens every season, and essentially, well, to give a very brief overview, it happens every season until I have to spend 8 hours watching replay for a particular race, and bring everybody back in line again, and then it starts behaving again until next season when we get a whole bunch of other new guys. And as I say, I've got better things to do, but I will do it if it's needed, and a lot of the time it's needed.
Was anybody streaming during that?
I was streaming that. Yeah, if anyone wants my Twitch to watch, well, to be fair, not really much happened on my point of view apart from fighting an Audi all race. But
are you Primo? Are you?
Yeah, I didn't respond in Discord because I had to move a push to talk to you to my keyboard, and I wasn't taking one hand off the wheel in the middle of the middle section to talk to you.
Alright, no worries. Zal, are you still here?
Yep, I am.
We'll have a wee chat. Just in terms of some of the racing that we'd witnessed. But,
yeah, I'm looking at the replay now. Turn 1 was my fault, but I don't know about the rest of it. I'll have to look at it again.
There's some that are some and 50-50 and what have you. I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody kicked out in it.
I think we can discuss it when we are just the three of us, just to avoid any confusion. as far as I go.
Depends if it's taken to the stewards. Otherwise, you'll just accept your in-game penalty and move on.
Yeah.
If someone takes you to the stewards, you might get like a 10-20 second penalty in the next race if it's bad enough.
Well, no, any time penalty will be applied to that particular race itself. If you're cut that much that it's seriously unacceptable levels, then you potentially might get either a qualifying ban or potential disqualification. So, yeah. I mean, that's 5 seconds added to your race. I mean, the game will do that.
In the lobby, it sets a 30 seconds allowable time penalty. So if you get 30 seconds, it cuts, you'll be black flagged. But if you get 30 seconds,
that's how the game works. Yes.
We have, as the stewards, we have a kind of formula, a set of rules that we apply when people are cutting, and essentially it's a case of, is that a cut or an extension or not? If it is, it adds 1 to your total of cuts per lap, and if your cuts per lap breaches a certain threshold, which we will not disclose, then you will get issued with a penalty for that ratio, essentially. So that'll range from warnings to 10-second penalties to 20-second penalties, 20-second penalties plus qualifying ban, quali bans, disqualifications. So if you're just given the in-game 5-second penalty, then that's what it'll be. But if somebody's watching you and saying, well, he's cutting a lot, and it's more than just those 5 times, and it's investigated, and you're cutting 20 times or so out of a 30-lap race or so, then there's a good chance you're probably going to get dropped from that race. Yeah.
Now I'll just keep going over the line, up the hill, over the crest.
Yeah. Yeah. As I say, I mean, towards the end of the race, when you are starting to lose a little bit of focus and concentration, and maybe the tyres are starting to either overheat or lose grip a little bit, I mean, they should be lasting the whole race without much of a problem, to be fair. But if it's starting and you're noticing yourself that you're kind of going over the line more than you were beginning, then you need to adjust. And I mean, people will go over the line. It's a fact. It happens. You're racing and you're trying to be as fast as you can, and you're trying to get to a safe limit of what fastest lap time you can achieve. So things will happen. You will kind of make a bit of a mess of the corner. You will get the braking wrong. We have, in my opinion, a fairly lenient threshold of so many cuts per race that you will be allowed to not, would only get a warning for it and no additional time penalty from our side. But if it's something that's happening on a regular basis, then that's not gonna get away with that. If it happens a couple of times, then you just need to take that on board and approach that corner different. Brake a little bit earlier, take the apex differently, or whatever you need to do to stop it from happening. And if it happens a couple of times and then you stop it, everything's all gold. Not a problem.
Well, hopefully it doesn't go against me too much. I try to be as absolute fair and clean as possible, but mistakes were made.
Yeah, it happens. It's racing.
Yeah, no, but I appreciate your advice, though.
I don't know what the sign-ups are for the other races. When are the other ones? Wednesday, Thursday, or?
Yep. Yes.
On Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, Friday. I'm doing the Wednesday one because everyone else is in the TC league.
Wednesday TC leagues.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Okay, Robert, we've got 10 minutes to do the business. The brakes are cold, be careful.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool. As long as there's somebody to run it.
Yeah, I'll get this sorted out.
I don't know how. I keep getting the fastest lap sector. Keep getting it. Even though I was going pretty slow. Oh, I was only doing one.
You're in the Lambos. It's a beast. That third sector is pretty much.
Even though I keep fucking up the chicane, I still get the fastest last sector.
Yeah, the final sector starts after that chicane.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll have a quick wee word with Zal and Primo, just to go over a couple of things. It's not, I mean, you're not getting like flagged or anything.
Sure, don't worry about it. I just want to clear some things up.
Yeah, it's all good. But on the whole, it looked pretty good out there. There was a couple of people going off, but what I did notice was that the rejoins did seem to be effective. They weren't just piling straight back onto the track in a dangerous manner, so it was good to see. Generally speaking, the racecraft looked to be pretty good and clean and respectable again as well, which is what we want to see. That's what it's all about. We're hoping that people are here to race for the fun of it. We're not trying to win at all costs, and that winning is the most important thing.
But it is. No, it's the taking part that counts.
Well, it sounds cliche, but
it is. It is the way it is.
No man, it's all about winning.
I'll do anything. Honestly, I'll do anything to avoid racing online. Because everyone thinks it's fucking Forza, you know, like, and I just can't be bothered with it anymore. I need gentleman racing, otherwise it's the end of the game for me. It's killing it for me.
You will generally find that there will be somebody very similar to your pace somewhere on the track, so there's always something to race for. There will probably be somebody chasing you down, and you might be chasing somebody down.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, you know, we have like 160 signups this season, so I mean, I think the range and pace will be very big, and you know, there's something for everyone.
Question on that.
Like I say, I ran 146 is pretty much, other than the shoddy laps, like the whole way through. And I know that's not the fastest, but the consistency helps. People fall off, people go in the pits.
Exactly. It's not like 5-minute race. It's 1 hour race, so you know it's really important.
I struggle with the online lobbies because they're like 6-lap, 10-lap sprint races. I can't do this sprint races. I don't have the alien pace.
After being league racing for like over a year now, I can't get used to those short like 5-lap races. I mean, it's like I need to do like at least an hour a race, unless it's not like I can't get used to it anymore because I've been league racing for so long.
I find it too tense.
I actually even find an hour relatively short.
Some of them are, some of them, it depends, I guess, how the race goes. But, I mean, we run the endurance league as well, which is 2 hour and 2.4 hour races. And those to me are the ones where
Sector 1 time's okay.
It's more, you're racing the car on the track against the clock. It just happens that there's other people doing the same thing at the same time.
No, that's. I mean, I don't think I could handle a 2.4 right now, but yeah.
It comes.
Yeah, it comes with time, basically.
That's it. Yeah, the experience.
If you're more consistent than you are outright alien fast, then the longer races will end up working to your advantage.
You're outside track limits there.
Yeah, by the way, Andrex,
Sector 2 is 1.5.
are you still interested in the 24 hours of Spa in July?
For the iRacing? I'm interested. I guess it might depend on what car setup we're building, and we need to kind of get our heads together in terms of making sure we've got the full 24 hours covered. Because
Yeah.
I'm semi-limited on my availability. It'd be pretty much 8 o'clock UK time onwards till about 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But outside of that, I just cannot do.
Yeah, that will be fine. I mean, that's until 5 a.m. my local time, and like, yeah, we'll fix it.
Yeah, but we'll maybe get some life into that thread again and start.
Yeah, I breathed some life in there, and then I think AMG or Z4.
Yeah. So I've got the AMG, and I don't have the Z4s yet, but I'm semi-tempted. If there's a space on one team that needs a Z4 or something, I'd maybe kind of persuade myself to pick it up.
Yeah.
I've not driven it. I've not driven Le Mans at all yet, so.
Yeah, but yeah, about tonight, I think it was mostly good on track behavior, also being lapped a lot. It was actually quite clean, even though I sometimes made a bit too much room, actually, which is something I tend to do. And then 2 learnings: never take the Honda with hard slicks unless you're in Dubai in the summer. Soft slicks work fine. They were below 100 degrees all the time.
What were your time pressures?
We have 4 minutes to
I
settle
think I
up.
dropped them pretty low.
You don't know what they were on
Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat.
No, but I can check this. No, actually, won't be visible in this stream. Yeah. Yeah, but they were fine. And the Honda just doesn't work for me. So I'm checking for it.
Hit the McLaren. It's a nice car.
McLaren is nice.
The McLaren is
There's a Mercedes on the straight name, it will disappear, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, but that's pretty similar to almost all cars, to be honest.
I was struggling to keep up with anyone in the straight. In the Audi.
Audi should be alright. The Lambo, the Aston, and the AMG, and the Nissan will be the top dogs for straight line speed. But season 10 it isn't really geared up for straight line speed cars. The power cars are not going to have a good season, really.
What's the altitude like on the tracks?
Well, we pretty much used all the high altitude tracks last season, so there's not.
No, it's quite low, yeah. I think actually the nimble cars like the Ginetta
The leader was just done at 133.02.
The Z4 should, if you can get the Z4 to work, that should be strong.
Yeah, I just can't get it to work. But if anyone has a working setup, I still need a car to drive. The Honda won't do it.
I might try and make it work with Z4 setup. I almost only want to drive on a single Honda.
Try stealing the Z4 setup off time trials.
Yeah, that might be an idea, but not too much.
I have a Z4 TT setup. I remember I did someone told us to do brass hatch Indy. I made one for that. I might try and refine it and send it to you.
Oh, that would be awesome. Because my problem with the Z4 is like the default is just understeer hell. And I'm gonna try to dial the understeer out. Actually, it becomes twitchy as fuck.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
I managed to gain like 2 seconds, just like it just did the setup around Grand Touch Indy, which was pretty insane for this thing.
Yeah, I'm done with the Honda. It was so shitty for me today, even though it's very close to the default setup. So I'll be looking at other cars and thinking Lambo, or if anyone can give me a good baseline for the Z4, I would love doing that.
Lambo should be a strong car.
I'll try and refine the Z4 and like make it less TT-ish and more racing.
That would be awesome, thank you. And for the Lambo, actually, I do like it a lot in its behavior. It's just sometimes randomly it kills me on hard braking. But I know I can dial it out. And then in the wreck it was so-and-so, which again can be mostly dialed out. Then anyway,
I think S10 is going to be predominantly Audis.
It's just going to be Audi Cup since Ferrari got banned.
It's not going to be deleted. Watch the track limits.
Oh yeah, I think it will be the strongest car overall. Yeah, Audi, Lambo.
Aston.
Yes, and will be a monster this season.
Yeah.
least in the hands of you.
AMG and
Yeah, I would say so. I think the AMG suffers with tyre temperatures a little bit more. So over a longer 1 hour race on the twistier tracks, I don't know, it might struggle a little bit, but I think it'll be still very strong.
I also think anyone who can tame the Porsche understeer after this one season.
Yeah, it should
I
be.
am augmented Porsche.
Yeah, it should be strong, but I couldn't really get it to really play ball for me.
I drove it in season 8, and so I really don't want to try it again.
Checkered flags out.
Well,
I try to mix it up.
I don't know where I'm going to go, to be honest. I've got several things going through my mind, but I might stick with the M6 again just to make it life easier for myself. It's the only car I've driven more than one season out of 9 seasons. 8 seasons, sorry, I missed season 6. But every other single season I've driven something different each time.
That's the end of the session. 7th position.
I like just trying something new, and I really enjoy driving the underdog cars. So I'm tempted with the Cadillac or the Aston, but
Cadillac is extremely good in straight line.
yeah, I think the Aston's just too frustrating.
Take the Z4 and share the setups with me.
I didn't like it that much.
Go for the Bentley.
It goes against my driving style. It's all about cornering and fast. I'm slow into a corner and then fast out, and I don't think that's how the Z4 drives. I think you can go fast into the corners in the Z4, and my brain doesn't work like that, and I'm losing too much speed. I can't get my head around how much grip it has. I tend to drive the power cars, and then when I switch to anything else, I tend to still drive it the same, and it doesn't work. I brake at the same point and I power on at the same point, and it doesn't work on the more nimble cars. So.
Try the Boatley. I got a good baseline for you now.
I did run it. I did try it, but I did my testing at Barcelona. And what was my fastest car? Fastest was an M6, but I didn't spend a lot of time in that, to be fair. Planning on taking it. I think the second fastest was the Cadillac, and the third fastest was the Ginetta.
Yeah, I think the Bentley is really not built for especially Sector 1 in Barcelona. That's why I had the problems.
Bentley was very midfield for me. NSX was actually the 4th fastest. The Porsche was 3rd. I know, 2nd.
Alright, Robert, are you ready?
I don't know.
I had the AMG in mind too, and I ran it against the AI in various conditions. Felt great. The moment I went in online lobby, that thing was just twitching all over the place, and I couldn't get it to work. I don't know what that is, but yeah, there might be live track or something.
I just can't brake with the AMG.
The Renault should actually be quite decent as well, but it's French. And it goes against
against your morals.
You can't bring yourself.
What rules out the Renault and the Lambo, the Renault and the McLaren for me is not that the Renault is French and therefore it's shit, and not that the Lambo is just a death trap. Actually, that might be fun. It's just the visibility. Like, it doesn't have a central mirror, and I refuse to use the virtual mirror in VR. So that already is like a disqualifying factor for me.
Yeah, the McLaren might actually be a decent car as well.
Yeah, but like, if you messed up on a McLaren, it kills you. You have very little error margin.
I've managed to tame the McLaren quite well with the stuff that I've got. Like, I only tried to kill it like twice that race, and it was easy enough to solve.
You just need to learn how the car handles it. It's kind of like adapt to it. It can be a really good car.
You think P6?
Yeah, it can be very quick. But for me personally,
Let's go
how to make it not too niche, just don't shoot up because that's about it.
On a bit of a different subject, I've got a bit of a question. I posted this on one of the forums. I pay for a server on here, and you know, you guys ask for donations. I'm willing to donate the server to AOR. Basically, if there's any use of it to you.
I have been using my own for quite some time, but
That might be outside track limits
recently because we're really tend to use it. We're just doing peer-to-peer.
The gap in front is now.
I've not really found any definitive consistency that peer-to-peer is definitely more stable in any real shape or form. Otherwise, I would have just kept it going. But for whatever tier you land in, then you can certainly approach the coordinator for that and offer it.
Yeah, it's just basically to get the name out, you know, like, and leave it out there, like, even if it remains as a public server. I don't know, like, it makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
One of them is.
Well, yeah, thanks for the offer. I think it can really help in the tier that you will be placed in. So wherever you're going to be, just ping the coordinator, offer yourself as a lobby host, and figure it week in, week out, and even be there as a practice during the week. That would actually be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, it just gives the members somewhere to go and play online if they want to do whatever. You know, like maybe.
Yeah. Wait for driver placement and wait for driver placement, see who your coordinator is, then ping him or her, probably, for the tier.
No worries.
What is driver placement?
This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for.
Was
We've
it
just
Sunday
done
or Monday?
31.73, quickest right now.
Yeah, so Sunday.
You're outside track limits there.
Look forward to that.
Also, when was the closing date for the time trial? I mean, time.
2 days ago.
No, yeah, like I didn't know what time it worked. I posted another time, and it didn't get picked up. Not that it matters necessarily.
I posted that time as well. I don't think
you're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 1.5.
No, I posted one update, and then I posted another one, and I kind of.
Well, basically the last day you could post time trial technically was.
Yeah, I did it first thing in the morning.
So like Saturday and like just before midnight.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you have already put out an initial TT, I'm sure you can put like an improvement if you've done an improvement.
Yeah, I made a separate one. I didn't know if I was to reply to my own one or what, like so.
Yeah, we might not actually not see it when we're just
just done.
I think actually
I
my
don't
voice.
like before I just put them in separate posts and been picked up just fine, so.
Yeah, I know you guys must be seriously busy. I'm not something else.
Good luck.
You've got a lot on your hands.
On your left.
That's fine. I mean, we are about
still there.
The oil and water temperatures are both high. You might take it easy for a bit. You've just gone out of track limits.
I don't know, Hendrix, are you doing it?
Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. You're clear. Alright.
Probably.
Clear to the right.
Yeah, okay,
Clear
so
left.
And then
just
Marvin.
before
What about
then,
track
Marvin,
limits?
yes, with 4 people. I mean, it's manageable. So we're not like super busy.
Yeah, if I
You're
wouldn't
right
leave
front
you guys
into
now for
turn
the
2.
weekend,
The
then
gap
I
behind
won't
is now
since we're
4.2.
yeah, other than that. Yeah, no, but we are looking for new coordinators, so there's a post up in the forums, and yeah, because we will have more tiers this season, I'm quite sure.
Yep.
And we'll take it from there. But
think
tickets, I
P6
think
has
we
gone off
might
in
have to
turn
then
2.
close the sign up and time type thread if we haven't done it yet.
I mean, can just
left.
happen because you know, I guess.
Still
it
there.
says,
Clear on the left.
So we really need signups and stuff after they
Hey, Voodoo?
Yeah, it's like P6 has
Are you
gone
coming
off
on the
in
other
turn 3.
Keep it open maybe. Just let people that they are, just be aware that they will be reserves.
Are you coming on the other
Yeah,
Discord?
but close it before you actually start the work on the placement.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's
Actually,
Hopefully I don't end up in reserves.
Close it before the last evaluation race, because if new people sign up, and that they need to have a chance to get an eval race.
good idea. Yes.
Derek can always use it in a normal Tuesday this race to
Yeah. But guys,
Okay, Robert, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 11 seconds. You're slower than us into turn 1.
so thanks for the race and good night.
We think you might have gone outside track limits there.
Yeah, I think I've been waiting like since April, I think, to get in. I missed the last entry.
Right, Gonzalo, can we just take you into the elite channel, just have a quick wee chat?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yeah, yes.
Has been it in turn 3.
Well guys, I'm going to get some food. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for this evening.
That was 132.28. Sector 1 is 0.33 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.49 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. You were out of track limits there. Is now 7.6 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Looks like P6 has gone off in turn 5. Looks like that was outside track limits. We think P6 has gone off in turn 6. Looks like P2's gone off in turn 2. Sector 3 is 0.2 off the pace. P6 has binned it in. Turn 4. You're out of track limits there. The gap in front is now 2.4 seconds. The car behind's pitting. No, Robert, come on, track limits. Two laps remaining. Looks like that was outside track limits. There's a chance of a podium here. Push, push, push. Looks like P3's gone off in turn 3. Okay, Robert, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. P2. You're out of track limits there. It's increased to 2.1.
On your left. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
Great drive, that's a podium.